Welcome. From the previous video, we were looking at the electronic configuration, which we said that it is the arrangement of electrons within the atom. So when we arrange electrons within the atom, we have the first shell, which is n is equal to 1. Then we have the second shell, which is n is equal to 2. And we have the third shell, which is n is equal to 3. It's just the number of the shell. So there is something that is called valence electrons. So by using the first point, we say the valence shell or outermost shell is the electronic shell, which is the furthest from the nucleus. So the furthest from the nucleus is N3. So let's say we have the nucleus here and we have shells here. So let's say we have shell A, B, and C. The furthest from the nucleus, here we have our nucleus. The furthest from the nucleus would be shell number C. So this shell is what is known as the valence shell. And then after this, we also find the second point saying that the electrons in the outermost shell or in this valence shell are called valence electrons, or they are also called outermost electrons. So you find out that in studying chemistry, valence electrons are the most important, because these valence electrons, they are responsible for reactions. In other words, they are able to allow us to know if an atom is going to be an atom which gives off electrons or an atom which takes in electrons. So when we look at bonding, we'll talk about the issue that for a bond to be created, there might be sharing of electrons. For a bond to be created, there may also be the donation and the giving away and the receiving of electrons to form various types of bonds. So these valence electrons are what we really need to study. So the first thing is that we can use these valence electrons to determine whether something is a metal or it is a non-metal. So if they have the valency starting from 1 up to 3, all of these ones from 1 up to 3 would say that these ones fall under the category of being metals. And the reason is that they will give away electrons. And starting from 4 up to 8, we have non-metals. So these are non-metals. But you find out that if you use your periodic table, there are some that are around 4 and 5, which are what we can call semi-metals. In other words, they have some properties where they behave as metals and some other properties where they do not behave as metals. But generally, starting from 4 up to 8, we would then have to say that this thing is a non-metal. For example, the structure of an element P, as given by the notes, is this. So by this 2, 8, 3, we are able to know that 3 here is our valence. So 3 is the valence, and if 3 is the valence, it then means that it belongs where? To metals. That's how we do it. And also if you have something like 2, 8, and then you have 7 like this, it means that this thing belongs to these ones, which are non-metals. So using the valence, you can determine whether something is a metal or something is not a metal. So this wraps up our lesson, and in the next lesson we'll be looking about the stable electronic structures of noble gases. So we'll basically be talking about why is it that they don't have reactions, why is it they behave this way. But for your lessons, for the one that you had to do, which is studying valences, that's where we get to. And always remember, when you are doing your chemistry, valence electrons are the most important electrons, because they are the one which are able to determine the reactivity of any atom. So thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to our channel, support us so that we can upload more and more videos. Thank you so much.